this, but F it. I'm going to do it this time. I think Nicki Minaj has made it very clear how she feels about African Americans in this country. For I don't think she's one of them, obviously. And she should, under Trump's rules, she should be deported because I don't think, reportedly, that she is a legal citizen here. She is undocumented. And so she has shown her disdain for African Americans. So why are you supporting her? Why are you buying her records? She's also supporting, I have lots of gay friends who love Nicki Minaj. Why are you supporting this homophobic, bigoted, ignorant woman? You should not be supporting her. Nicki Minaj, this is clearly out of her depth. She doesn't understand politics. She doesn't understand journalism. And I'm not surprised that she is weighing in on something that is beyond her capacity. What I will say to her is, because she put a doll, I think she put the Chucky doll in there, a better symbol that should have been represented in that picture is a pick-me doll, because Nicki Minaj is a pick-me. She will do anything that is expedient for her politically. And again, she's ignorant. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's always weighing in on things that she doesn't know about. Nicki Minaj should just sit the fuck down. And by the way, isn't she married to an alleged pedophile? And she has the nerve to say something disparaging about and something homophobic. I'm pretty sure that maybe that's part of the reason that she is cozying up to the Trump administration for some sort of leniency for her family members. And it's just very transparent. So Nicki Minaj, F off, stop being a homophobic bigot, and
hello, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Yo, Nicki back at it again, man. Nicki back at it again. You know what I mean? Yo, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's a moment, man, every celebrity eventually runs into, that moment, man. That when emotions collide with responsibility and all that, man. You know what I mean? And hey, there's no amount of fame that can protect you from the consequences, man. That's crazy. Yo, because this time, man, that moment involved Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon, man. But it's crazy though. Like, what the heck is going on here? It's like it's. I feel like it's like total opposites. Like, how they collide and what happened? You know what I'm saying? But what actually happened, man, is Nicki posted. We posted a post. After Don Lemon, she reported a Minnesota a church protest. And she didn't just criticize the reporting, man. She went nuclear on them, man. You know what I mean? She the language was raw. Nicki, she's not holding back, man. That's not her style. She ain't gonna do that. She's not gonna hold her mouth. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And designed to freaking, provoke a reaction. That's what she did it for. You know what I'm saying? Because she knew. She that's one thing I give her, man. She has that thing where it's like she know how to provoke. I mean, even in her lyrics, she know, certain things you say will bring it out. So she been in business for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But she even admitted it, later where she wrote that way on purpose. She said, knowing, what I'm saying, the controversy was the only way media outlet would pay attention. So she's now doing things just to get media outlet to post whatever she's doing, and she whatever the how she feel about people trying to block her from speaking up or whatever. So now it's like she's using whatever she can, and the only way they do it is to use her vulgar tone and having everybody to criticize it. But you know what I mean? But I think she also receiving some type of backlash from her own, because that community actually might be one of her biggest fans. So and being that Don Lemon is part of that community, so he's calling out for them to not mess with her. Yo, because this wasn't accidental outrage, man. It was intentional, intentional, man. Intentional escalation, man. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, guess what? he done let me. He respond. He respond. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Done let me then just match her energy, man. He didn't yell neither. You know what I'm saying? He didn't yell. He didn't insult her back. Instead, he did something far more dangerous, man. He framed her comments as homophobic. You feel me? But see, so he's playing the game where he's trying to get people to be on his side. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people didn't really agree with how he reported whatever he did report on that church. And now he's turning it around because he's a journalist. He knows the tricks, the how to get this thing, how to turn things around, and that's why I think he keeps saying, you can hear him. He keeps saying, yo, Nicki have no idea what she talking about. Like he's like, man, he's pretty much saying and not saying, like, yo, I know how they do this. I know what's going on. Like, y'all don't know. I'm here. I'm trying to put y'all on, but y'all over here being ignorant and all that. So anyway, so he framed her comments as homophobic, questioned her understanding of journalism, and said plainly that she was weighing in on something beyond her capacity. You feel me? That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? That phrase hit harder for a reason, because Don Lemon wasn't speaking as a rival. He was speaking as a journalist, man, defending the profession, man. The real issue, though, it isn't. This isn't about Nicki and versus Don, man. It's not about that. This is about religion. You feel me? It's about religion. This wasn't about politics. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely wasn't about no cancel culture. This was about power, man. You know what I'm saying? Nicki has one of the loudest platforms on the planet. You see, whenever she speaks, everybody wanna, everybody wanna comment on it. Everybody wanna, whether you like it or don't like it, it just, she has that platform. You feel me? So Nicki has one of the loudest platforms, man. Millions listens, and she, when she speaks, you know what I'm saying? And the Lemon argument was simple, man. You know what I'm saying? When you hold that much influence, your words stop being personal opinions. They become a public act, man. That's just what it is. And I think Nicki already knows that, but hey, man, when she's mad, she's mad. She do not care. You know what I mean? That's the part. That's the part of celebrities don't like to hear, man. Who wants to hear that? I built my voice. Now I can speak. Now you telling me now I can't speak because I'm too much of a celebrity. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Nicki's biggest mistake wasn't anger, man. It was going personal instead of structural. Structural, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what it is it's like, but at the same time, man, Nicki always been that way. Always going at people on some personal, you know what I mean? Shoot, you seen what happened? She started talking about Cardi B's, kids and all that, and where everybody was like, oh, whoa, bro. Like, yeah, you gotta relax on that, man. Come on now. She gets like that. Once insults is into the conversation, the message gets buried, man. You know what I'm saying? She definitely was trying to defend, but at the same time, now the Lemon is use the trickery bag, you know what I'm saying? And now he's like, I'm about to use the trickery bag. I'm gonna reverse it to you, reverse psychology to join. And what platform he goes to? He goes to, I believe, allegedly on TMZ, and allegedly, Harvey is, part of that community as well. Allegedly, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was never been there or never seen or even heard. You know what I mean? I just, allegedly, that's the word. So he goes there. Now they're gonna push the narrative of, she was being homophobic. The message gets buried now. Now it's about her being homophobic. The cause gets questions, and the speaker loses the credibility. He's trying to make her lose the credibility. That's not media bias, man. That's how public discourse works, man. That's just the way it goes, man. This is about picking sides. So Biggie is entitled to her beliefs. Don Lemon is also entitled to defend his profession as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's the truth. Most fans don't even want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear this though. Influence, so influence without discipline becomes liability, man. And the higher your platform, the smaller your margin for error, man. That's not oppression, man. That's not nah, it's not. Come on now, it's not, man. That's responsibility. You responsible for your own words, man. Whether your platform is big or it's not big, man. This wasn't a clapback moment. It was a reminder, man. Fame amplifies everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially mistakes. And if you know what I'm saying, once you cross certain lines, that you don't control how the world responds anymore, man. You do not, man. What? You crazy? You know what I'm saying? That's the real lesson here, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the real lesson, man. When you know what I'm saying, you don't control the world response. You know what I'm saying? Your response, man. You don't control how the world respond, man. You do not. Shoot, the world gonna respond a certain way. You gonna respond. You gonna say something. The world gonna respond a certain way, man. And what do y'all think about this, man? It's crazy, man. Again, man, this is Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Went off on Don Lemon. You know what I'm saying? And then Don Lemon come back out. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stay silent, man. And his response, he calls Nicki comments homophobic, question her understanding of journalism, and draw a hard line between activism and accountability, man. This isn't gossip, man. This is real life stuff going on right now, man. All right, yo, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Peace, man.